Coming into the ring, Isidro Garcia against Ruben Leon. 6 rounds in the flyweight division. And Espinosa Boxing handling the action across the way.
This is Isidro Chino Garcia, tremendous amateur fighter. Now he's undefeated, 6-0 with 4 knockouts as a pro. This is Ruben Sanchez Leon, record of 9-5-1 with 3 knockouts. He's from Mexicali, Baja California. He's also fought around in the local arenas. He's done well for himself, but I think that at this particular fight, they both face the toughest opposition that they have faced in their career. Nice even match. And
of course, Frank Espinosa's got a young guy who's just, they say, on the threshold of being a great star in Sanchez, Enrique Sanchez, the last guy to beat Marco Antonio Barrera.
Right. Tremendous fighter, tremendous puncher. Chino Garcia is also a good boxer, not as heavy-handed as Sanchez, but he's very good.
Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr., if you will, Jimmy.
Well, fans, here we go with a flyweight attraction coming your way, scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing, presenting the referee in charge of this bout, Vince Delgado. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing red trunks and fighting out of Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico. He weighed in at 112 pounds even, with a record of 9 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He has 3 wins, coming by way of knockout. Introducing Ruben Gijo Sanchez Leon. And his opponent across the ring on my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gold trunks with black trim, fighting out of Los Angeles and the Espinosa Boxing Club by way of Tasco, Guerrero, Mexico. His weight, 111 pounds. His unblemished record includes 6 wins, no losses, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the undefeated Isidro Chino Garcia. And once again, our referee in charge of this bout, now to give instructions, Vince Delgado.
Okay. All right. You know instructions. Give me a nice clean fight, all right? And then play for limpio.
Tail of the tape for these 2 young flyweights. Garcia's 5'3", Leon 5'5". He's a pound heavier at 112. He is 3 years older, 22 to Garcia's 19. In the reach department, Chino Garcia has got an advantage there by an inch. The nickname Chino, any significance to
Chinese.
that?
Probably because of the slant in the eyes.
You mean like Shibata Flores,
right?
Huh?
Very simple, down to earth.
Sanchez, of course, in the red trunks. That is not the Enrique Sanchez that Fernando and I were musing about a few moments ago. He is also a member of the Espinosa Boxing stable. And what a talented young junior featherweight he is. We've seen him a couple of times. Devastating. 15-0, 13 knockouts. Espinosa thinks he may have caught a little lightning in a bottle with him. Well, we'll find out about this youngster Chino here. Garcia and Leon.
Garcia went 16-3 as an amateur. He couldn't wait to turn pro. He's done all right so far.
6-0, 4 knockouts. Sanchez is 3 years older. He certainly had more professional experience, a total of 15 professional bouts.
That's what makes it a nice even fight. You have a guy that's undefeated coming up. You have a guy that's been around a little bit more. And it's a good test for both of them.
I tell you, they both give you the impression that they're double parked. I mean, they're after each other, throwing punches from every spot in the ring.
Sanchez Leon is more of a boxer. He tends to go and move a little bit more. Not so Isidro Garcia. He wants to knock you out right away.
Well, if you can get things done in a round or 2, why wait 6 or 7? Fernando.
Well, the thing is, he has to set up a little bit more. He has to set up the opponent before being able to knock him out. He's swinging wildly right now. this be a good time to wish Rich well?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Rich Morano's not with us tonight. He's under the weather, feeling ill, and trust we'll have him back soon. November 6th will be our next fight night here at the Great Western Forum. Did I ask you about that title scrap? Who you thought was going to win?
Which one?
Zaragoza?
Yeah, you did. It's going to be very difficult for Zaragoza to win. I was there at the Connecticut fight, and basically he caught Isidro Sanchez with the left hook, had him in the floor, and the Dominican never recovered, really. He did go on and got a gift on a draw, but I don't think he can repeat that performance.
Round one, a busy opener, scheduled for 6. We'll be back right after this timeout.
People watching. Right.
Round number 2. These are flyweights, scheduled for 6 rounds. In the gold and black, that's Isidro Garcia. And the man he's fighting in the red trunks, older by 3 years. He's 22. Ruben Sanchez Leon. And the third man in the ring is Vince Delgado.
That's a left hook like to the thigh. There's been isolated punches in both sides, but there's been really nobody that has controlled the fight so far.
Now Delgado has warned Garcia for the second time. Oh, looping left hand by Garcia caught Sanchez flush, and a right hand, overhand right, catches him as well. He had told Garcia, keep your punches up. He's very close taking a point away from him. I gave Garcia the first round. I don't know if I was watching the fight correctly or not. What do you got?
I had it even. I don't know if I was watching it correct or not. It was a very tough round to score. There's been a few scraps in there, in and out, but you don't see a dominant fighter, at least not to this point, except for this continuous attack that Garcia has started now.
Garcia's just 19, undefeated, 6-0, 4 knockouts. Well, I think he stepped on his foot and pushed him down.
Delgado might have intervened also.
And Delgado, I think you're right, got in the way. And the looping left hand by Garcia drives Sanchez Leon back.
Garcia has pretty much forgotten about the jab, but he's being effective right now. And I guess if it works, don't fix it.
These are flyweights. Leon is a veteran of 15 professional bouts. Garcia, this is his 7th.
Garcia puts good leverage on his punches, uppercuts with the right, and those left hooks do pretty well.
He's 111 pounds in the ring tonight. 112 is Sanchez Leon, whose record is 9-5-1. Scheduled for 6. You're watching the action in round 2, which is coming to a close. Nice crowd on hand again. Former great fighters in the audience. We'll be back to see about round 3 right after this.
Gonna take a look again at the fall. Here it is. Vince Delgado pretty much knocks Sanchez Leon down.
Well, there was a little don't step on my toes, I won't step on yours, but my toes were stepped on, and in that case what Sanchez Leon went down. Was not recorded as a knockdown, of course. No count. Just
Vince helped him smile a little, let the fight go on. And now Garcia seems to dominate the action.
Chino Garcia, he's in the gold trunks, good overhand right. He is trying to find a way to cut the ring off against Leon, but so far Leon has been quite elusive, and Garcia keeps throwing out that overhand right and that left hand, trying to corner him and slow him down. He's landed several pretty good shots, but Leon just keeps bouncing and moving and jabbing. And we're in round 3 of a scheduled 6-rounder. These are flyweights.
Garcia is doing what he has to do. Swing, throwing those wild rights, wild lefts. They're hitting Sanchez Leon.
Oh, right hand by Chino Garcia, and it caught Sanchez Leon flush, and down he went.
Claims he's okay, but well, he had to be in great shape to come back right away, and apparently he did. Let's see what happens now.
Boy, he went down in a hurry, took the count, he's right back up, and the action continues. That right hand by Isidro Chino Garcia.
He was doing okay, moving away, back and forth to the sides. He's decided to stay there, and he's getting in a dangerous position.
But you know, he landed a pretty good punch of his own just before he got nailed with one. And he threw a good punch and was stepping in to follow it up when Garcia hit him a shot flush in the middle of the face.
He was admiring his work.
What could have been. Yeah, wanted to get a little closer to his work. Garcia said, right here, bang. Take that to the deck with you. Rest assured, we'll show it to you again as the round continues. We've got a half minute here remaining in round 3. Garcia's got to feel good and maybe a little bad. Feel good. One punch, he knocked this guy down. Feeling bad, knocked him down. He bounced right back up, didn't he? Seconds remain here in round number 3. Garcia knocking Sanchez Leon down, and we'll be back.
Take another look at the knockdown. Clean, also a nice shot to the jaw. And he seemed to be out at that point, but he came back.
He did indeed. In fact, he threw a pretty good left hand of his own. And Garcia came right back and landed a solid overhand right. Hit him on time, as they used to say, and down went Sanchez Leon, but he got back up. Garcia tried to cut the ring off now. 19-year-old, he's in the gold trunks. 22-year-old Leon in the red. Flyweights at 112, 111 pounds. Young fighters. Garcia would appear to be a young fighter with a lot of promise. In his 7th pro fight, he's undefeated, 6-0, and 4 of those 6 victories have come via the knockout route. He's shown he can punch. On the other hand, Leon has shown he can take a punch. Jackie McCoy was honored tonight, of course. Man who's had 5 world champions. Don Jordan to Carlos Palomino.
Lots of memories in those fights.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Lots of wars also.
Yeah. Mondo Ramos, one of his champions.
Great raw talent in that young man, youngest lightweight champion.
Yep. 19 when he won the title.
He was 8.
I've got ties over. I know I have. I may be wearing one tonight. No, I'm not. I'm wearing. We're in the 4th round here of a scheduled 6-rounder. Garcia in the gold had Sanchez Leon down in round number 3.
And you know, little by little, Garcia is coming in, closing in on Sanchez Leon. That's something that he hadn't been able to do in the first 3 rounds.
Clubbing left hand, another left hook, both of which landed on the jaw of Leon. Uppercut by Garcia and a good right hand by Leon.
And Garcia also has shown that he can take a punch.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one right there that he took. In stride.
Leos's luck has been changing.
Round 4 coming to a close. Leon, a very spirited attack here in the 4th. We'll be back to see about round 5. Out they come for round number 5. It's scheduled for 6. In the red trunk, Sanchez Leon sent Garcia back to his corner. His nose bleeding rather badly. They cleaned that up.
Bleeding again.
Yes, it is, all of a sudden. A lot of Spanish between rounds. What was going on,
Well,
Fernando?
they told Sanchez Leon to use the jab, uppercut. He says that is the winning combination.
Oh, right hand by Sanchez Leon has got Chino Garcia in trouble. His knees buckled. Blood coming from his nose. And Leon, I think, can sense that he's got his man in big trouble. And now they flail away at each other. What were they telling Garcia between rounds?
They were telling him to also start out with a jab.
Vince Delgado's not having a good night as the 3rd man in the ring. He stepped between those two and nearly got nailed by one. Blood streaming from Chino Garcia's nose. Leon went down in round number 3.
Also, here's a
Oh, boy, he really has got a big-time cut over his left eye. In the eyebrow, blood coming from the nose of Garcia. And all of a sudden, this flyweight battle has turned into a battle royal. I don't know if a punch opened that cut or a headbutt. Good uppercut by Garcia.
Garcia has finally gotten his senses back. He looked out of it for a while.
Didn't he?
He's not back yet.
He got nailed and his knees buckled, and Leon jumped on him like he was a free lunch. He couldn't get him to go down, and now both men are smeared with blood coming from the eye of Leon, from the nose of Garcia.
And one guy touches his eyebrow, the other guy touches his nose.
And then they take
both
turns
hurting.
punching each other. Garcia's undefeated. He's 6-0. And Sanchez Leon in the red trunks is really making a battle of it here.
Garcia seems to be taking control again of the ring little by little.
We're in the 5th round. It's scheduled for 6.
It's a tough round to score. You had a guy that was practically down.
That's right.
And comes back and takes care of the opponent for a while.
Nasty looking cut over the eye of Leon. Blood continues to flow from the nose of Garcia. Right hand by Garcia lands. Leon comes back with a left and scores. Busy exchange. These two guys unloading on one another. The round coming to a close. And the one to decide it all, round 6, will be coming along in a moment. We'll be back.
The action was hot and heavy there in the 5th round. There's a right that almost had Garcia down. He was able to stay up, keep on going.
This is going to be a tough fight to score. Both men have hurt each other. They've taken turns punishing each other. Leon in the red trunks was knocked down in the 3rd round. He very nearly had Garcia on the deck in the 5th. Both men are cut and bruised. There's a big cut over the left eye of Leon. And we'll watch and see how that progresses as the 6th round goes along. The nose of Garcia, he's in the gold trunks, bleeding profusely. Round number 4 and again in number 5. And, of course, you saw a moment ago the right hand that Leon hit him with that nearly decked him, though he didn't go down, but his knees buckled.
In my card, I think that Sanchez Leon needs a knockout to win it.
Do you? Whoops. He got hit with the left hand and slipped in the corner over there. Is obviously very wet. That's Garcia's corner. That is no knockdown. But the ring in the corner, very, very slippery. Although there was a punch thrown and landed, but quite obvious that the...
There was no complaints from
No.
the corner or from Sanchez Leon.
No.
Oh,
always amazed at the friendliness shown, displayed after the fight, after they beat each other senseless for a while.
I've always been intrigued by it as well. They spend, you know, 18 to 20 to 25 minutes, sometimes longer, trying to tear each other's head off. And then once it's over, if you lost, you feel badly about it, of course. If you won, you're elated. But regardless, you go over and embrace the other man because there's such a kindred spirit about this game. This is a very tough game, and I think any fighter that ever fights knows what the other guy has to go through to get into the ring. The training, the regimen, the sacrifice, and how difficult it is and how enervating a sport it is. Oh, I tell you, all you have to do is climb into that ring and walk across it. You can feel the energy run right out of the soles of your feet. Tough sport. No question about it. They say that the 8 seconds...
Is that copywritten?
No, but the 8, you can use it in your column in L'Opinion, though.
All right.
I tell you, the 8 seconds in bull riding may be the most dangerous in all of sports. But I'll tell you, this is the most enervating and the toughest. And I think they have really a great relationship, fighters with one another. They really... The worst thing you can do if you're a fighter is not pay any respect to the other man across the ring. That is the one thing they will not stand for. You can call them names or anything else, but you have to respect them. Well, Garcia is having a tough time in this, his 7th pro fight. This is really a test for him tonight. And Leon, with a record of 9-5-1, looking to make it 10-5, and they pleased the crowd, I'm sure. And did you see, as we were talking, they hug each other, now go to respective corners. They congratulate each other. 2 young warriors. We'll find out how the judges saw it. We'll be back for the decision in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, the decision is unanimous. Judge at ringside, Fritz Werner scores at 59-54. Lou Filippo and Jose Cobian both scored 58-55. All 3 in favor of the winner, and still undefeated, Isidro Chino Garcia.
Well, Garcia runs his record to 7-0. He's elated, but I tell you, he was in against a tough cookie. And Ruben Sanchez Leon, who put up a gallant fight here tonight, was knocked down in the 3rd, very nearly put the winner down in the 5th. And it was a tough fight, both men bloody. Pretty good fight, really a good fight. All right.